The financial markets. Before you step into this arena, let me give you a statistic, one colder than death itself. The 90-90-90 rule. 90% of the people watching this video will burn through 90% of the money they spent their entire lives earning within their first 90 days. Look to your left. Now look to your right. Out of 10 people who enter the market today, by the third month, only one is still standing. The other 9 disappear. Their money does not vanish into thin air. It flows straight into the pockets of men in tailored suits in Manhattan, London, or Tokyo. Men like me. Why is the fatality rate so high? Is it because the market is too difficult? No, the market does not kill you with brutality. It kills you with sweetness. It lets you inhale the most dangerous drug on earth, beginner's luck. Let us rewind to the very first moment. Your finger trembles as it hovers over the mouse. On the screen is a bright green buy button. $1,000 of savings has just been deposited. You close your eyes and click. Ka-ching. A vertical green candle explodes upward. You do not know what technical analysis is. You have never heard of RSI, MACD, or Elliott wave theory. All you see is price going up and you jump in. You buy on instinct because a friend told you to, because of some meaningless headline, because it feels right. And then it happens. You win. Price surges the moment you enter. Your account ticks higher. Plus 100, plus 200, plus 500. 5 minutes of clicking earns you more than a full week chained to an office desk. A surge of electricity runs down your spine. Your heart accelerates. Your pupils widen. That is not happiness. That is chemistry. Your brain has just been flooded with dopamine, the same substance that fuels addiction. That sensation is no different from a heroin addict's first hit or a gambler landing a jackpot. You wonder why the market let you win. You start to believe you are talented. That belief is naive. The market is a casino with intelligence. If you walked into a casino and lost everything on your first hand, you would walk away and never return. The casino does not want that. It needs you to stay, so it lets you taste victory. A small sample, a free hit. That first winning trade was not a gift. It was a hook, and you swallowed it whole. Then comes the real tragedy, ego. Your hands stop shaking. You lean back in your chair. You show screenshots of profits to friends. You adjust your hair in the mirror. Outside, the sun is shining. Inside, the market is running wild. In psychology, this is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect, where ignorance joins forces with overconfidence. You begin confusing luck with skill. You made money in a rising market, and now you think you are exceptional. In a bull market, even a monkey throwing darts can pick winning trades. You are a leaf carried by the wind, yet you believe you are controlling the sky. A deadly illusion forms in your mind. Trading is easy. I was born for this. Your ego expands until it blocks out reason. Risk is dismissed. That $1,000 is no longer sweat and sacrifice. It is just a number on a screen. You no longer see money. You see a score in a game, and you are convinced you're the champion. Then you do what every failure does in the first week. You open Excel. You run the fantasy calculations. Starting capital of 1,000, a few percent a day. In 1 year, a millionaire. The numbers glow on the screen. Your eyes widen. Your mouth nearly waters. You start browsing Porsche prices and beachfront villas. You begin living in the future, spending money you have not earned. That vision of wealth blinds you. It transforms you into something dangerous, greedy. Small wins are no longer enough. You want more, and you want it faster. Your attention turns to leverage. Why trade 1-to-1 when the broker allows 100? Why ride a bicycle when you can launch a rocket? What you do not realize is that your spreadsheet is missing the most critical variable of all, human psychology. Excel does not feel fear. Excel does not feel greed. Excel does not get margin called. You do. You are calculating profits under the assumption that the market will stay green forever. But the market is weather. After clear skies, there is always a storm. 15 days pass. Your account may be up 20%, 50%, perhaps even doubled. You feel invincible. The hook is buried deep in your throat, but you do not feel pain yet because the honey coating is still there. The market has completed its first mission to make you confident, because only when you are most confident will you take the biggest risks. Only when you go all in will the collapse truly matter. Tomorrow you will deposit more. You will borrow. You will increase leverage. You are entering the next phase. And that is when we, the ones who control the flow of money, begin sharpening our knives. 30 days have passed since that first click. You are still here. More than that, your account is glowing green, manicured like the private golf courses of the elite. And along with those green numbers, something dangerous begins to rewire your brain. You are no longer the timid office worker from day one. You wear sunglasses even while sitting alone in your bedroom. You put on a suit even when no one is watching. You look into the mirror and no longer see yourself. You see a wolf staring back, smirking. This market is easy. You quickly forget that you only have 30 days of experience. You go online, join trading groups, and start giving advice. A man who has not yet paid his tuition stands up to preach. You post charts, draw sloppy support and resistance lines, and speak with the certainty of a prophet. This one will definitely go up. That one is a double bottom. No hesitation, no doubt. Humility is dead. In its place, something grotesque is born, a God complex. You no longer believe you are trading. You believe you are issuing commands to the market. Then the sweetest illusion appears, the illusion of control. You draw a horizontal line on the chart. Price touches it perfectly and bounces. You slam the desk, laugh out loud, and feel like a genius. You sketch a crooked triangle. Price moves exactly as you imagined. In your mind, you are no longer a trader. You are a conductor, baton in hand, commanding the entire Wall Street orchestra. But reality is far more brutal. In a raging bull market, you could draw a dog or a cat and price would still go up. You are like a child sitting on a bus that turns left, leaning with the motion and believing you turn the wheel. No, the wheel is held by sharks. You are just a fare-dodging passenger. But your brain refuses to accept that truth. It activates a sophisticated defense mechanism to protect your ego. Confirmation bias. Anyone who talks about risk gets blocked. Anyone warning about a bubble gets mocked and labeled a loser. You only listen to voices that make you feel right. You lock yourself inside an echo chamber where every sound praises your imaginary brilliance. And once your ego grows larger than your account, greed officially takes control. You start feeling bored with small profits. $50 a day? Child's play. How long until you buy a Lamborghini at this pace? Then you notice the weapon the exchange has placed neatly on the table under soft lighting. Leverage. The exchange whispers sweetly. You have $1, we lend you 100. You keep all the profit. You think they are generous. Naive. The exchange does not give you a tool to get rich. It hands you a rope so you can hang yourself faster. You raise leverage from 5 to 50, then to 100, 125. You ignore every skull and crossbones warning. When you believe you are God, you do not need defense. You go all in on offense. You are driving a Formula One car at 300 kilometers per hour on an icy runway, no seatbelt, no brakes, laughing because you think you are immortal. You do not understand that at that speed, if the market merely sneezes, there will be nothing left of you to identify. At the same time, another disease begins to rot you from the inside. Contempt for earned money. You look at your monthly salary and feel disgusted. 8 hours a day for pocket change? You ask yourself why you should live like a slave when 15 minutes of trading makes more than your boss earns in a month. You start neglecting your job. You look down on your superiors. You even toss your resignation letter onto the desk with a smug smile. Full-time trader. Sounds impressive. Even though the only thing you truly possess is untested luck, you begin spending money you have never realized. Paper profits become reality in your mind. You upgrade your meals, upgrade your lifestyle, walk into luxury car showrooms and touch supercars you cannot even afford a tire for. You are living inside a dream. And what is the rule of every dream? The most beautiful dreams always end right before you touch the treasure. Day 40. Your account has doubled, maybe tripled. You stand on the peak of Everest and feel like you have conquered the world. The thin air intoxicates you. But you forget a fundamental truth that every real Wall Street operator carves into bone. Climbing the mountain is easy. Coming down is hard. Keeping money is infinitely harder than making it. Throughout those 40 days, smart money has not slept. They have been watching you. They see you growing fat. They see the foolish confidence in every trade. They see you using 50 times leverage, which means they only need to shake the market slightly to wipe you out completely. The party is at its peak. The music is still playing. The lights are still on. But beneath your feet, the floorboard has already begun to be sawed through. The creaking is faint, drowned out by the cheering. The trap is set. The music is about to stop. And when the final sound fades, you will realize there is no chair left for you. Enjoy this final moment of glory, because right after it, the storm is coming. In the financial markets, disaster never knocks before entering. It kicks the door in. You are on day 45. The intoxication of victory is still burning in your blood. You believe you have touched the laws of the universe. You think you finally understand the game. And then, without warning, the black swan appears. It might be a careless tweet from Elon Musk. It might be a cold sentence buried inside a Federal Reserve rate statement. Or it might be nothing at all, just sharks deciding it is time to take profit. In a single instant, the market switches regimes. From an elevator going up, it turns into a window to jump from. The red candle that appears is not a normal pullback. It is a slap across your face, a slap from reality meant to wake the dreamer. The coffee cup in your hand begins to tremble. Your smile freezes, then disappears. Welcome to the real face of Wall Street. You look at your account. Margin level at 95%, leverage at 50 times. You just went all in on a massive long position right near the top. All of your principal, all of your profits from 45 days, plus borrowed margin. You call it compounding. The truth is, you just built a house of cards. Price starts to fall and your equity evaporates at the speed of a vacuum explosion. Numbers flicker like ghosts. Why does this crash hurt so much? Markets pull back all the time, right? Wrong. The problem is not the market. The problem is your position. Blind confidence pushed you into the most foolish move possible. You scaled up. No more test size like the early days. Now it is 10 lots, 20 lots. You bet the entire game on a single idea. With 50 times leverage, a 2% drop wipes out 100% of your account. And now price is down 3, 4, 5. The bleeding is no longer a drip. It is an arterial spray. Every so-called genius achievement of the past month vanishes in 15 minutes. The close button is right there, clear, huge, but your hand does not move. Sweat breaks out. Your head buzzes. You are frozen. Reason is screaming, run, cut it, save what is left. But your body does not respond. This is the oldest human reflex. Fight, flight, or freeze. Your brain now sees this losing trade as a lion. The amygdala hijacks control. The rational cortex shuts down. You become a deer in headlights, motionless, watching your wealth burn in silence. Smart money loves frozen traders. They are prey that does not fight back. Then, when fear reaches its peak, it mutates into something even more toxic. Hope. Price touches a support level. It bounces slightly, a dead cat bounce. Your eyes light up. You clasp your hands and pray. Just let me get back to break even this once. I swear I will be better. I swear I will not be greedy again. But the market has no ears. It does not hear prayers. It does not care if you need money to pay debt or feed your children. It cares only about liquidity. And your stop loss is exactly what it is hunting. The more you pray, the longer you hold. The longer you hold, the larger the loss grows. 10%, 30, 50. The only exit closes. You become a prisoner of yourself. The trading session ends. The screen goes dark. The room grows quiet. Your balance shows 60% of your original capital. Every honeymoon profit has been erased. Half your savings are gone. The crown of illusion falls to the floor and shatters. You are not a genius. You are not a wolf. You are just a sheep that has been brutally sheared. You do not cry, but red veins crawl across your eyes. Your jaw clenches. A dangerous emotion begins to rise. Not fear, not regret, anger. You feel the market cheated you. You believe the market owes you that money. And deep inside your mind, a single thought starts echoing. You have to get it back. Immediately. Good morning, warrior. How did you sleep last night? Or did you stare at the ceiling until sunrise? Yesterday's loss is still replaying in your head like a stuck film reel. Your chest feels hot, but that is not motivation. That is resentment. A dense, dark energy that Wall Street knows very well. Right now, there is only one thought in your mind. You have to get the money back. Today. You do not want to wait for opportunity. You want to force it into existence. You believe the market stole from you, and now you are coming to collect. This is the moment where every fatal mistake begins. When you trade to recover losses, you stop seeing risk. You see only the target. The logical brain is offline. The one holding the mouse now is not you. It is a revenge demon. The market opens, price ticks up slightly, you buy immediately. No analysis, no plan. Price turns down a little, you panic and cut. Before you can breathe, you sell. Price goes up, you slam the mouse and buy again. Click, click, click. Your hands move faster than your brain. Sweat pours out as if you just sprinted. In poker, this state has a very precise name: tilt, when emotion completely takes control of reason. You act like a madman. You buy and lose. You sell and lose. Then you double down. You overtrade. You do not care where the trend is. You do not care about support or resistance. You just want to see green. Any green. You are like a wounded animal snapping blindly at the air. And who benefits? The exchange. Every frantic click is a commission flowing into their pocket. They love you. You are trader of the month because you are burning your own money to feed them. Then, when the madness peaks, you step into the ultimate forbidden act of Wall Street, catching a falling knife, or the more polite name you use to lie to yourself, averaging down. You enter a long position, price collapses. Instead of cutting the loss, you grit your teeth. It cannot go down forever. You deposit more money, borrowed money. You buy more at a lower price. Price drops again. You buy again. Martingale. Doubling down. The strategy of suicide. You are betting that your wallet is deeper than the market. Bad news. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Every time you average down, the loss does not add. It multiplies. Exponentially. You are trying to stop a runaway steamroller with your bare hands. There is only one outcome. You get crushed. Day 80. You are no longer an investor. You are not even a casual gambler. You are an addict in withdrawal. Your account is evaporating. Relationships are cracking. Your health is deteriorating. Charts flash in front of your eyes like a foreign language. You scream. Why does it always move against me? Is someone watching me? No one is watching you. You are simply trading blind. When you are on tilt, your financial intelligence drops to zero. You enter at the worst possible points. You exit at the most idiotic ones. You are digging your own grave, but in your blood rush, you believe you are digging for gold. Late night. The room is lit only by the sick blue glow of the screen. Your account shows exactly $100, the last money left, enough for one maximum leverage trade. You stare at the number. No more anger, no more hope, only raw despair. You whisper to yourself, all or nothing. The mouse slides toward the all-in button. Leverage at 125, and this is the moment of destiny, the final bullet in the chamber. On Wall Street, when someone starts thinking in terms of all or nothing, the outcome is already decided. 100% goes to nothing. Because this is no longer trading. This is an offering, a sacrifice. Your finger rests on the mouse. One click will end everything. Or at least you delude yourself into believing it will save you. Day 90 is approaching. The scythe is at your neck. Go ahead, click, and look straight into the eyes of the demon you raised yourself. The 90-90-90 rule will always be true, not because the market is cruel, but because human nature never changes. Greed, fear, ego, those three are the fuel of Wall Street. They create liquidity, feed the sharks, and bury the naive. Today, tomorrow, and 10 years from now, nothing will be different. There will always be young people rushing into the market with bright eyes and the belief that this time they are different, that they are smarter than the crowd, that they have found a shortcut, and 90% of them will disappear within 90 days, leaving behind an empty account and a shattered ego. But if you are hearing these words, you already have an advantage most never get. You have seen the ending in advance. You have looked into hell before the door slammed shut behind you. You understand that this is not a place for miracles, but a battlefield of probability and discipline. If you can control your ego, if you respect risk more than profit, if your goal is survival rather than validation, then you still have a chance to stand among the remaining 10%. No glamour, no Lamborghinis, just a cold, steady stream of capital flowing toward those who are patient. This is Trading Mindset Lab. If you are ready to learn how to survive on Wall Street instead of dreaming about getting rich fast, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. We do not teach you how to beat the market. We teach you how not to get killed by it. I will see you among the survivors.